Hello and you're very welcome to this video. In today's video we're going to learn how to use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of the long side of the triangle. So this is when we're going to be given two sides of the triangle and we want to find out what the long side of the triangle. We're going to use this theorem called Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is available in the log tables, and I've given it to you here. It's c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Now, what on earth does that mean? It's quite straightforward, really. Okay, the C is the long side of the triangle, so it's this part here. That is your C. And then your A and your B, these are the other two sides of the triangle, the two shorter sides. And it's not really too important which one you call A and which one you call B. That's tomato, tomato. But the important thing is that the long side here is C. That's really, really important. So, in this example question here, okay, we're asked to find, we're given one side is 6, one side is 8, and the other side is x. So, I take my Pythagoras theorem there, which is c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and I write that down, because by writing down the formula, I'm getting marks in the exam, so I need to write that down every time, okay? So, what's my c? Well, my c, as we know, is my long side, is my, oh, there we go, whoops, is my x there, okay? So, let's write that in. So, I have x squared is equal to a squared. Well, I've called a here 6, okay, and I've called b 8. So a squared is going to be 6 squared plus b squared becomes 8 squared. Just take a moment now to make sure you understand where I got each of those figures from. And once you understand that, we continue on, because now it's just back to plain old maths. 6 squared, well, that's 6 sixes, 6 multiplied by 6. You can put this in your calculator, but that's going to give you 36. And then 8 squared, that's 8 by 8, so you can put in your calculator as well if you want, but 8 eighths is 64. So now I go to my next line, x squared equals, well, the next logical thing to do is add those two together, so 36 and 64. You can put into your calculator if you want, that gives you 100, okay? Now, x squared equals 100. I want to find out what x is by itself. So what's the opposite of x squared? It's a square root. So I need to square root each side. And the square root and the squared cancel out. So that leaves me with x on the left-hand side. And square root of 100, well, you can put that into your calculator if you want. But the answer is 10. So I know the length of the long side of my triangle here is going to, up at the top here, which is not sure, there we go, is going to be 10. Okay. Hope you found that video enjoyable. If you have any questions, ask below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like.